Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. June 12th, quite a significant day. For the federal government, it is going to be a democracy day. But for the populace, they want to boycott it and use it for protests. Protest against bad governance, protest against kidnapping, protest against banditry, protest against activities of Fulani haters, protest against so many things like kidnapping and the likes. But the federal government do not want that to happen. The police have already sent out very strong message to all Nigerians, especially those in the southwest, in the south, and also in the southeast, that such should not happen. We've also gotten some signals from the north that they will also be partaking in the protests. But then, what is the federal government doing right now? Because preparation is on top gear, though some people have also pulled out. For example, the National Association of Nigerian Students have decided to pull out of the protest, but those from the southwest said that whatever decision taken is strictly on the head of the president, national president. For them in the southwest, they have to go out and protest. And shockingly, also the federal government the military have also taken into custody some persons. For example, activist Agba Jalingo has been arrested in connection with some issues of allegation of arms and sales of arms and all of that. But then let's look at what is going to be the case like come the 12th of June 2021. And according to the news, the police, soldiers, Amotikun Corps, and members of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps have started patrolling the street of Ibadan in show of force ahead of June 12th. Yoruba Nation agitator, including Sunday Igboho and others, have vowed to stage public protests on June 12th, which is Democracy Day in the country. June 12, 1993 was the day the country held a presidential election considered the freest and fairest in its history. Late Chief MKO Abiola, who contested on the platform of the Social Democratic Party, defeated the candidate of the National Republican Convention, Bashir Tofa, but the result of the poll was annulled, and Abiola insisted on his mandate, was locked up and eventually died in detention. The Commissioner of Police in the state, Ngozi Onadeko, however, warned against any act that could destroy the peace of the state on June 12 and beyond. The CP gave this warning in a statement by the police public relations officer Adewale Osifeso on Friday. The statement reads, Oyo State Police Command, under the constructive leadership of CP Ngozi Onadeko, FDC, commenced sensitization and awareness patrol on Thursday, 10 June 2021, around the state in a bid to sensitize the general public on the need to shun any form of involvement in unpatriotic acts and criminal activities counterproductive to the current level of peace enjoyed during and beyond the June 12th Democracy Day celebration. In furtherance to the above, Oyo State Police Command, in collaboration with other sister security agencies, on Friday, 11 June 2021, embarked on a show of force across the nooks and crannies of the state with the purpose of asserting presence, availability, and readiness to deal decisively with any peace-threatening advances. Consequent upon these, the Commissioner of Police wishes to appeal to stakeholders, principal actors, parents, guardians, and heads of various religious sects to use their influence to advise against acts that would unnecessarily heat up the polity. Meanwhile, the Elana Omo Orua has thrown its weight behind those who are planning to organize protests on June 12. The group, which is being led by Professor Banji Akintoye, urged Yoruba Nation agitators to come out and protest while stressing that the protests should be peaceful. The group said this in a statement signed by the Secretary Ilana Omo Orua, George Akinola, and Media and Communications Secretary Maxwell Adeleye. The statement read, we expect the police and security team, especially in Lagos State, to exhibit the same level of maturity and candor we met at the other venues where we conducted our early rallies tomorrow. Our people, as usual, are encouraged to come out daily dress, gallery dress in Yoruba Nation color and vest at Omoluwebi white, and to carry the Yoruba flag while singing Ogo Odulawo Yoruba Nation national anthem with vest and guso. We are presently in a mourning mood after the unprovoked, heinous, and dastardly attack unleashed on our people at Igongo in Oyo State by sponsor Fulani terrorists. We have not forgotten. This further reinforces the resolve of Yoruba people to leave Nigeria to form a civilized nation of their own. Wow. So many things are happening right away, and you can see there that the people are not perturbed with whatever the federal government is saying. For them, a protest is their right. The only thing that makes it disastrous is actually if it's going to be a violent one. Though some persons also have reported that it will be an opportunity for some hoodlums to take over the platform and possibly cause a repeat of what happened during the period of F0rce. But with all of that, I think the police can put everything under control and under check. It's just a way of registering their displeasure over some of the events that have happened in the country thus far. We cannot say that Nigeria is free from banditry, is free from kidnapping, is free from all manner of menace in the country, though the federal government may be doing their best, but the best is not good enough, and that's why the people want to register their displeasure, especially as it regards activities of Fulani headsmen who have not stopped carrying out some very nefarious acts. Just fairly recently, we heard what happened in Igongo, and now it's escalating to Ogun State, to Kwara State. We also, some 2-3 weeks ago, we heard what happened in Benue State and a Bonny boundary. It was unthinkable. Seeing the gory pictures everywhere was a clear indication that these guys are not willing to give up on their pursuit to take over some communities, especially in the southern part of Nigeria. I think these are some of the reasons why Nigerians cannot hold back and to keep pushing to ensure that the government understand and accept the fact that they've got to do something very drastic to correct some of the ills in the society. I mean, I don't know how it's going to look like, but the truth is that most people are not willing. Students, that's the National Association of Nigerian Students, came up and said, well, that they wouldn't be partaking any longer in it. Some other groups also have stepped aside, but other persons believe that since it is their right, they can't stop. They have to go out there and prove to Nigerians that all is not Nigeria, not just Nigeria alone, globally, that all is not well in the country. We're still waiting to see what will happen tomorrow. The police are already patrolling everywhere, and information have been sent out to ensure that that protest does not hold. But, we're still waiting to give you full report of what will happen tomorrow. That's where we like to leave.